Absolutely. But let's get into the final position. The final positional battle, the safety position, because this is one that's caused, I don't know, controversy or at least discussion
Yeah.
amongst Baltimore Ravens fans because we had Chuck Clark, we had Deshaun Elliott. We didn't resign Deshaun Elliott. We signed Marcus Williams. Then we went out and we used our first pick on Kyle Hamilton, and it was like, whoa, what are we doing here? Is Chuck
Exactly.
staying? All of these questions started being asked. Who do you think is making the safety roster?
How many are we going to keep? Um, well, Brandon Stevens is already one. I feel like Darius Washington. Excuse me. Before I bring in Darius, I'm bringing in the other cornerstone of that back end, Geno Stone, because he is now going to be. I feel like he's going to be the captain of special teams. I feel like CoCap has passed that torch on to him, and he's a young man that knows to be in the right place, right time. Of course, Marcus Williams is going to be back there. Kyle Hamilton. We wouldn't waste a 14th pick to not start him. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. And there's nothing against Chuck Clark. Like I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Chuck Clark has a great IQ. He knows sometimes when to be there. He is a thumper, but we have seen a lot of miscommunication in the past couple years, and the Ravens has prided themselves on defense, especially on the back end. I mean, we have had arguably some of the best secondary back end duos. Ed Reed, Will Demps, Ed Reed, Dewan Landry, Ed Reed, excuse me, and Lamar Jackson's new son, Bernard Pallett. Even had Will Hill at a moment in time.
Oh yeah.
So no, I definitely feel like Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton are going to be starters for sure. I do see us possibly getting some interest about Chuck Clark being traded after the preseason, before the season starts. But then I see our Darius Washington making the cut as well.
So what about Tony Jefferson?
Oh, he's going to be a linebacker. But you know what? It would be interesting if they did move him down the linebacker next to PQ. I mean, it would. I have no problem with getting exotic. Tony Jefferson would be the new Patrick Oswalt if they move him down to the inside linebacker will position, possibly, because he got enough speed. He is under 30. He got good coverage, but I do see Tony Jefferson still be on this team as well.
Okay. So you got all of them making it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
see. Because we were so injury plagued last year, I don't feel like they're gonna. I don't feel like they're gonna jinx themselves this time. Because I know, oh yeah, in EDC we trust. He's an aggressive guy. He makes moves. But you see what all the moves led to last year. We was depleted as hell. So I
Yeah.
think this year's he's gonna rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah. For me, I think we keep 5 safeties. Now I say 5 because it's technically 6 because we got Brandon Stevens. So it's like, I think Brandon Stevens counts as like half a corner, half a safety.
Yeah, yeah.
So, 6.5 corners, 5.5 safeties. The guys I see making it: Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton, Chuck Clark. Those are guarantees. The other two, I think Geno Stone makes it. Like you said, I think, Geno Stone has shown that he is, one, willing to work. He's okay with taking a back seat, but when he gets that opportunity, he plays well. He can be a ball hawk, which is what he was drafted to do by the Ravens, which is funny to think of that he was drafted by the Ravens because he got cut, didn't make the roster. Then they brought him back, then they re-signed him, and then they cut him, and then they signed him again. He's off and on with the Ravens, but he is showing that he can put in that work, and when he's gotten on the field, he's looked solid. The final guy I think is Tony Jefferson
Mm.
because I think Tony Jefferson is just so versatile and is just such a good leader. I think, though, if Chuck Clark gets traded, that's when we bring up our Darius Washington. I think our Darius Washington, if someone gets injured on special teams and they need a gunner, they'll bring him up. I think he starts the year on the practice squad. I think by week 8, he's on the 53. But I think to start the season, our Darius Washington is just on the practice squad, which is unfortunate because I really want to see him play. I want to see him get meaningful snaps because he's got potential.
Yeah. Like, I mean, and I think only reason did he go undrafted?
He went undrafted. He was a projected fourth round pick.
And I think the only reason he went undrafted is literally because of his height.
Yeah.
But he played big at TCU. So it was like you can't keep on, oh, he doesn't have he's not this size, he's not that size. We done seen so many guys in so many different sports come and ladies, excuse me, come out and show out and beat some of the best. So you can't keep on holding that, stigma against some people.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So, when you're looking at now, we have the guys. We've got the names we've gotten out there. How does the rotation look? How much are we seeing these guys? Because, we've brought up, Chuck Clark, he's had the mic.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton, you used your 14th pick. You're going to use him. Marcus Williams, you give a massive contract to. I think right now he's the best proven. He's definitely the best proven, most proven secondary member, or at least safety member. Sorry, not secondary. We got Marlon and Marcus, but we have him. He's going to be out there as much as possible.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton then went out there. Chuck Clark's been calling the defense for the last couple of seasons.
I think that's done. Mike McDonald.
Okay.
If you're bringing back my linebacker coach as now my defensive coordinator, and you also bring me back my other linebacking coach and Zachary Orr, APQ, it's your time.
Yeah, it's got to be Patrick Queen, right? Like Patrick Queen was with Mike McDonald, when he first started in Baltimore, and I think that's something that gets forgotten. Like Mike McDonald was his first coach. Then he left. Now he's back, and he's going to see the improvement that Patrick Queen has made. But then there's the guys that are the hybrids.
Yeah.
Tony Jefferson is a box safety.
Yeah.
Are we bringing in Tony Jefferson or Chuck Clark to be the box safety more often? I think Tony Jefferson is better in the box than Chuck Clark.
I was going to say Tony. It's like, and once again, y'all, it's nothing against Chuck. It just Tony has a little bit more dog in him.
And if you're running, cover 2, but you throw Kyle Hamilton in the middle because you want him to guard, Travis Kelce or whatever,
yeah.
Who are you throwing over top with Marcus Williams? It's not Chuck Clark. It's got to be Geno Stone, right? Or Brandon Stevens.
I'm going with Geno.
Yeah.
Geno got better, and shout out to Brandon Stevens for making that transition in college and everything like that. But Geno Stone has, the better experience in getting to the ball. And also, even if he doesn't, get the pick, he's going to make himself, available to be in that play because we've seen it. He got the speed to run somebody down, and he doesn't mind hitting you neither. So I definitely will want Geno Stone back there.
Yeah. So is Chuck Clark like that? Chuck Clark is such an interesting situation.
He's the all
like, yeah.
Since Indianapolis, call us. I'll be winning some for him. Whoever needs a safety, I want him to continue to thrive. Like, Deshaun Elliott. I will watch a couple of Detroit Lions games just to see him do his thing. I don't mind. Like,
I'm not that generous. I'm not watching the Lions.
Hey man, with Aiden Hutchins and they got our boy. Was it? They got Williams or Mechie?
They got Jameson Williams. I'll watch for Jameson Williams. Williams is fun.
That's the only reason. But I mean, outside of that, that's it.
Yeah. But okay, so if you're the Ravens, like, because Chuck Clark is a do everything type of player. He's supposed to be the balance.
Yeah.
But with what the Ravens like to do, which is bring in guys situationally so often, that takes away the need for balance. Because the Ravens have, like, Kyle Hamilton is elite in the secondary and elite in the box. Very different from Chuck Clark, where it's like, okay, he's all right. He's all right in the box. He's all right there. He's a smart player. He knows the defense.
Yep.
Is it like, are the Ravens just going to keep Chuck Clark on the roster as a mentor until they can find a trade partner? Or are they going to be forcing him into situations that maybe aren't the best because they feel they have to?
I feel like Mike McDonald's going to put the best defense out there, period. I feel like he will be in a mentoring role, possibly. I just don't see him fitting in situational games unless Kyle Hamilton has a brain fart. Then throw him in there. But you know, what I mean, Kyle Hamilton's 21 years old. Unfortunately, I'm going to run him like a dog. Um, and see, so he better be like Kevin Gates and don't get tired. So he's going to be on the field since day one. So yeah, Chuck for me is just the odd man out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, I think that's probably about the spot that we're going to wrap it up. But guys, in the comment section down below, if you're listening on the Spotify or watching on Spotify, go over to YouTube. Comment your thoughts on, all of these positions. Who's making the roster? What is the order going to be? Where are we going to see these guys? If you say these are the wide receivers, where are those wide receivers playing? Is Duvernay in the slot? Is Prochet in the slot? Is Slade Bolden in the slot? Who's on the outside? All those types of things. Let us know what you guys are thinking. Let us know if you want us to do other positions. We will definitely be talking other positions probably in the next recording. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. I think the Lamar Jackson contract extension gets done this weekend. Yeah, I think it gets. I think it gets done. I
If
think
it
it
gets
gets
done, do we
done.
go live?
We'll see. We'll see. Depending on the time it gets done. If we're available, we go on live.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Or maybe putting out a quick video, then going live. Going live that night. I don't know. Maybe get a better time than 1 in the afternoon or whatever. But overall, Joshua, is there anything else you want to add on to the episode?
I mean, man, we talk wide receivers, secondary. That's been our cream, and that's been our bread and butter. That's something we've been talking about day in, day out. We're just ready to see who's going to win these position battles.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for Daily Ravens content. We'll see all of you again next time.